Hi, Professor. Good afternoon. My name is Panja Yao. Before I start my presentation, let me briefly introduce the background of Black Myth Wukong. This game is based on the famous Chinese classic Journey to the Wise, which is a very powerful IP. And this is a short video. It's a role-playing game. Since its release, it has caused a huge influence in the game industry and has also sparked intensive discussions among the public. It has even made some related tourist attractions more popular because the game senses like buildings are scanned from the real China ancient buildings, which has strongly resonated with the Chinese people's love for traditional culture. And because of my passion for traditional culture, I've been closely following the development of this game and also played it for a while. Moreover, it has a high reputation in the global game field as well. Recently, it's won the Best Game Award on Steam this year, which is really well deserved. Today, I'm going to introduce my project, Sentiment Analysis and Topic Modeling of Black Myth Wukong based on Steam user reviews. I'll cover 5 parts: abstract, problem, methodology, discussion, and conclusion, and let's start it. I selected the user reviews on the Steam platform from November 14th to 25th, totally 12 days. And it includes 500 reviews per day. Through sentiment analysis and topic modeling, I got the overall feelings of users and the core topics they were passionate about discussing in the comments. The research results shows that the majority of users highly praise the game's beautiful visual and rich culture elements. However, some problems also led dissatisfaction among players, mainly including repetitive tasks, high combat difficulty, and poor PC performance. In addition, after the analysis of user groups with different playing durations, I found that mid and long-term players paid more attention to the storyline, in-depth gameplay, and the difficulty, while short-time players more focus on technical performance and the smoothness of the operation. So at the beginning of the research, I had a few questions, which is the main concerns of users, like which topic triggered the most negative emotions and how to address that, what are concerns of players with different play durations, and how to address the problem with different groups, and the relationship between playing time with sentiment, recommended or not, and so on. To solve these problems, these are my objectives. Firstly, finish all the sentiment analysis as I mentioned before, by identifying the main discussion topics from the negative sentiment and short-term player sentiment from topic modeling and other data analysis. And I also provide some target and practical improvement suggestions for the game developers, helping to improve the quality of the game in some aspects. And especially for the early player who can get a refund in 48 hours, identify the main topic these users care about. And this is my methodology, which was divided in 5 parts. For data collection, using Python, scraped about 6,000 English reviews in 12 days, including 500 most helpful reviews per day. The helpful reviews, which are selected through officially Steam's filtering mechanism, this ensures that the data are high quality and representative. And to clean data, I removed non-English characters, punctuation marks, and stop work like this. And also did some data format conversion in Excel. For example, columns such as timestamps are in scientific notation format, and converting this to a readable data format, etc. And next, by using Vader to categorize all reviews to positive, neutral, and negative. And for topic modeling, by using LDA model. In this study, the overall analysis of all reviews was performed first, followed by analysis of negative reviews. And lastly, I did some quantitative analysis like keywords across different playtime groups, playtime versus recommendation or not, and so on. to identify different emotion among different user behavior. In the analysis of negative topic modeling, I found that the setting of combat difficulty was an important reason for losing the user. It can be seen from the player feedback that keywords such as so, difficult appeared frequently. And many players reported that in the early stage of the game, the high difficulty combat experience similar to the Souls-like game, and it is known for high difficulty level. But the developer claimed that it is not Souls-like game with like Wukong, and this made player feel discouraged. And some players even choose to give up the game because of the Steam's refund mechanism, which can refund in 48 hours, resulting in user loss. And for example, a typical review extracted from the negative emotion topic 8 clearly show that. You can see recommendation for source players, yes. Recommendation for non-source player, blah blah, no. Play the source game first. In this regard, we suggest that game developers consider appropriately reducing the difficulty in the early stage of the game and setting up a adjustable difficulty system. Secondly, the monotonous task design and insufficient technical optimization also had a negative impact on the player's game experience. Therefore, I strongly recommend that developers should focus on optimizing the tasks and rewards system by increasing the variety and fun of tasks and reasonably setting up a reward mechanism. Finally, through analysis of the topic with the different playing durations, I found that short-term players are often the most easily lost group. This is mainly because their game experience is still shallow. At this stage, the early technical performance of the game has become their primary concern. Especially for 3A game with high requirements of hardware configuration. If problems such as unstable frame rates, lags, or crashes occur in the early stage of the game, it is easy for short-term players to lose the patience and interest. Therefore, I believe that improving PC performance and ensuring the stable operation of the game under various hardware configuration is the key to attracting and retaining short-term players. In conclusion, Black Myth Wukong is highly recognized and loved for its visual, storyline, and culture aspects, but there are urgent problems to solve either. My study was limited by the data collection method as used Steam's helpful scrapping mechanism, leading to insufficient negative reviews and is limited to a single platform. Maybe future research should expand the data collection scope, such as exploring another game social media platforms to conduct multi-platform sentiment analysis. And this will support the game's improvement, enhance the quality and player experience, and increase player retention and satisfaction. At the end of presentation, thanks for all of professors and classmates for their support and guidance, and thank you very much. 谢谢 and terima kasih. Thank you. Bye.